So I want to talk about how do you heal from a narcissist, because a lot of people I see on TikTok, they want to know the answer. How do you heal? How do you move forward? How do you get yourself out of this situation? Well, for me, I was with a narcissist for 13 years. We was married for 11, and it was definitely a process. It's not something that you do overnight. We had kids together, so I had to think about the kids, and I had to make a plan. But my first step was to pray. I prayed. I spent years praying. Now, this started from 2011 all the way to 2013. I was praying. And I was getting myself together mentally. First, you have to detach yourself emotionally from the whole situation. You have to detach yourself, and you have to ask God to disconnect your heart from this person, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to move on, because this person, they still have a hold of your mind, because narcissists tend to manipulate you. So you have to do those things first. Once you do that, once you begin to pray and disconnect yourself from this person, emotionally, mentally, physically, because you have to cut that off to the physical aspect of it, that can keep a hold on you. Once you disconnect yourself in those areas, then you can begin to move forward on what you're going to do. And if you have kids, of course, you got to consider your kids in the situations. I know a lot of times it's not as easy. For me, it wasn't a threat that he was going to take the kids. So I was able to leave and go live with my family. I know a lot of people do not have this options at all. So like I said, you have to do what you feel is best for you as far as leaving the situation. But it is a process, but it is possible to heal. I divorced in 2016. It is 2021, and I feel so free. I'm not the same person that I was many years ago. I told myself I would never go back to that, because it took me too long to get out of that. 13 years of hell, that's what I call it. It felt like a prison sentence. And I told myself, I said, God, I won't ever go back to something like that. And I thank God for keeping me out of that situation. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still getting myself to where I need to be. It's a process to get back on your feet and do everything, but it's possible. You can do it. But I want you to know, keep God first. Whatever you do, keep God first. Keep God first, and never stop praying. Never stop believing that healing is not possible and you can't escape, because it is. It's possible. You can be free.